If you're one of those guys that just keep watching YouTube videos but don't take action, you can just click off the video now because it's not for you. This is for the people that are actually serious about getting into shape, building their best physique, and they understand how important consistency is. So I'm going to teach you exactly what I've learned, exactly what I do to stay consistent. So the first idea I want to give you is called the vacuum law, and I learned this from Bob Proctor. Now every single person, most likely, when they want to add a new habit of like going to the gym or something, they just think, alright, let me just add in an extra 4 days or 5 days at the gym and I'm going to keep on doing it. But then they do it for like 3 weeks and they fail. That's because the vacuum law is an idea that is not focused on adding, it's focused on subtracting. So let's just say you've got a stand, right? A TV stand, and you've got an old ass TV there and you want to put a new TV. What are you going to have to do? Just think logically. You're going to have to get rid of the old TV, and then you're going to have to make space, and then you put the new TV on. Most people just try to add a new habit of going to the gym while keeping all those other horrendous waste of time habits, and they think, why can't I keep it up for long enough, or why can't I stay with it? It's because you've still not made space for that thing. And I only learned this a few years later when I watched Bob Proctor's video, because when I started getting into the gym seriously after COVID, like I cut down drinking, I quit alcohol, I quit smoking, I quit staying up late, I started getting my sleep schedule right. I made so many changes, and then the gym just slotted in perfectly. I promise you right now, if you're still struggling with the gym and you're not making progress, most likely it will be because you've just added it in and you've not subtracted anything. You can't add more hours into the day, so you have to subtract to make space for the things that are important. The next most powerful thing to stay consistent is a habit tracker. Every single habit, every single thing that I've managed to stay consistent with has come from this. And it's because visual stimulation is so powerful. Being able to see progress is like one of the most rewarding things that you can ever do. Especially if you're early or you're in like a plateau and you're struggling to make the progress. You'll give up so easily, or I would anyway, if I didn't see that I was actually making some sort of movement towards it. But when you've got a habit tracker and you're building massive ticks and massive streaks, you're going to be like, oh, this is good. If you can make that shift to start tracking the inputs, it will make a massive difference in your consistency. Give yourself a 3-day routine, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and say, I'm going to try build this tick list as big as possible. It's called the Seinfeld strategy. That's what he did. He practiced his comedy routines every single day, and his game was simple. Don't break the streak. So get a habit tracker and start tracking your gym sessions. I promise you, bro, you will make more progress in the gym, you'll be more consistent, and you'll actually enjoy it because you're getting some feedback from the things that you're doing. The next tip to stay consistent, bro, is you're gonna have to go solo for a period of time. Well, that's what happened with me anyway. Anytime I took on a new task or a new challenge for myself, there's always some other people there that just don't want me to do it. Not even of bad intention. Like when I started to quit drinking, quit smoking, people there were like, oh no, come back, let's go out, let's do this, let's do that. When I'm working on YouTube, people will be like, oh, just come out, we'll play this, we'll go out for food here and there. And you're going to have to be prepared to say no. It's almost like a little test. The more you say no, the more you tell yourself how important this goal is, and you have to be prepared to be on your own for a little bit of time, because their focus might not be the same as yours. So if you're going into this new task of, I really want to commit to the gym and I want to become and have the best physique possible, but I only have 2 hours a day free, for example, after school or something, and my friends want me to jump on and play a video game, but I want to go to the gym. You're going to have to be prepared to go solo for a period of time until they start to respect your decision. And I promise you, after a while, they'll just stop asking you, because like, right, this guy's got his priorities straight. The next point is probably the most important out of everything, and it is to protect the momentum at all costs. Imagine you have like a newborn baby, right? And this baby's just come out, it's just fresh out the womb. This baby's kind of weak, like its immune system is weak. You need to be protecting it, because the chance of it getting ill and seriously affecting it is quite high. That's what it's like when you're trying to get a new habit built. The early stages especially are so important, and you're just not even putting enough intention into protecting that early stage. Once it develops a little bit, then you can start to think about slacking off. But if you're in that first year, I wouldn't even think about cutting momentum. Like if you've got an option of going to the movies on a Friday and you've got a gym session, go to the gym session. That's what I'd advise, because I promise you, you will do that again, and you'll do that a third time, and you'll do that a fourth time, until it starts to become a habit of skipping gym. You've got to have your gym or your training routine as an absolute priority, and if you're early stage, protect that momentum. I've been training for years now, and even still, if someone comes to me and says, let's do X, but you have to miss a session, I'd say, no mate, it's alright, you can do that. I'm going to hit my gym session. Because I know how important momentum is. Momentum's like, it's almost like a cheat code, because the more you do it, the more progress you make, and the easier it becomes to do that thing. A lot of people are just saying, oh, I'm going to get on this diet, I'm going to do this, and then they say one thing, and I see the way they act, and they still go out and eat burgers and still eat takeaways, and like, you're saying one thing, but your actions are not showing that. I've been on a diet for 2 months and I've lost, like, what have you lost? You still look the same. So it clearly shows that you're not protecting your momentum. You're not doing what you're saying you're doing. Perfect example for me, right? I need to record YouTube, I need to build this channel. I have a late night on Friday, come back, and then on the Saturdays when gyms are quiet and I'm meant to record, but now, since I had a late night on Friday, I can't go in the morning to record my Saturday session. Now I'm behind on a YouTube video. That'll be exactly what's happening to you, but in a different scenario. You probably go out for a night out, you come back in your Saturday session, you need to go, but you miss it. Now you're messing up your food that day. You've missed your training session, and you're also 1 week of progression behind as well, because you have to catch up the next week. There was one decision you made to cut your momentum, and now look how far back it's pushed you. It just depends how important it is, bro. If it's that important to you, you'll protect the momentum. But I think a lot of the things are just basics, they're fundamental, and if you can nail them down and focus on them, I promise you will start to just go on autopilot. Once you start to become an autopilot, that's when you know you're going to make some serious progress. But as always, bro, you know the message. Keep building, keep progressing. I'll catch you in the next one.